I can't tell you how excited I've been about this. I know we've had quite a bit of conversation surrounding CarBot and AI and all these things for the last couple months, especially, right? And really, the purpose of having you here today is just for you to kind of fill me in more. And everyone who gets a chance to see this video and take in this content about all the exciting things that are happening with both CarBot and BDC Pros, right? Because that's kind of a conglomeration, right? If you would share with everybody that's gonna take in the video what it is that your day-to-day looks like at CarBot, and tell us how CarBot came to be.
Sure. Well, thanks for that, John. And again, thanks so much for having me here today. It's really exciting to talk about this with you. And 2025 has really been the year of AI here in automotive. You know, I reflect back to last holiday season, and we're still talking about it as a fad. And, you know, people might be using ChatGPT, or here's this cool thing you could do, or this picture with messed up hands and all these things. And this year, really since NADA and NIADA, it's been just the momentum is really, really growing. So, man, my day-to-day is like a lot of other dealers. It's herding cats, it's putting out fires. You know, I am a retail guy at heart. I spent a long time in retail before coming to the vendor side. And about 10 years ago, started working with IBM and the Watson team on AI for the customer service space of automotive, for the times before the customer gets to us. And with that, you know, our core business is offsite. And a distinction here, offsite and outsourced are two different things. When you outsource something, that by definition means sending it offshore to a foreign place, not onshore, not just offsite, just
Sure.
in a different location.
Yep.
So our BDC team is entirely onshore. We've been running now for, more than 8 years since we've been servicing dealers on their sales BDC side. We ran into a unique set of challenges with BDC Pros in doing so. And that's it's a challenge that only a few dealers experience or have, but that is running a BDC at scale for different sales teams and with different CRMs. So between the different software stacks, the manufacturers, the markets, those workflows need customization, and they all have some variance in how they work. Even two dealers across the street from one another selling very similar cars will operate very differently. So the things that improve their workflows will be very different. So over the course of our time, we developed our own suite of software to use internally. It allowed our team to get more efficient. You know, 8 years ago when we started, our BDC was as efficient as any dealer's. A single person could handle 150, maybe 200 leads a month. You're really riding them to get 100 calls a day. You know, if we get a salesperson to make 30 calls a day, we're happy today. And
Amen.
yeah, and that still isn't enough.
Yeah.
It really still isn't enough to accomplish the level of communication we need to have. And on outbound, you know, you fail 90% of the time on an outbound call.
Yep.
Pick up a phone, try and reach a customer, you're gonna fail 9 out of 10 times to reach somebody. So you then have to face all this failure, still be positive, still be successful. And even the best agents are only 70 or 80% successful on calls. So we compounded away, and we kind of stumbled into this over this last 8 years, of building on the efficiency. So instead of going wide, instead of adding headcount every time we had to do something, we reviewed our workflows. We reviewed every step, every click throughout the day. And compounding on that, and then, you know, a pandemic happens, we all have to adjust our ways of doing business. The retail world kind of got very easy for a long time. You know, it got easy to sell cars. It got easy to maintain gross profit. It got easy to pay our staff. And, you know, the last 18 months, 2 years have kind of been back to pre-COVID business. We had this benefit of building on things and having to learn new ways and adapt that went into our workflows. So, you know, this is a kind of an easy way to look at it, maybe for many dealers. If you have 20 people that work at your dealership and you think you need to hire somebody, now we're going to have 21 people at the dealership. We instead could see if we can get 5% efficiency out of everybody else that works there. Look at their tools. Look at what they do through the day. 5% efficiency in a workday is not a lot of time. It's really not.
No.
So by compounding that, instead of hiring, we would always look to our staff. And then when we did hire, that person was that much more efficient. So today, compared to 8 years ago, our reps are nearly 8 times more efficient than they were then. They can do between 500 and 700 outbound phone calls a day. They can handle upwards of 1,000 leads a month in that real-time response requirement. And we supplement that with some AI technology to help assist them, help give them all the things they need to know. From that comes some tools. Voice AI is really one of them. Many companies, many big companies, are moving towards an AI frontline for customer interaction. And done poorly, that AI can be frustrating. Talk in circles, you don't get the answers you need to know, those type of things. But today in the generative AI world, with modern AI stacks, with latency from using servers based in the US and not servers that are offshore, you can have it be a natural language conversation that AI can do anything you want it to do, any personality, any voice. It can be anything you want it to be. And it shows up for work every day. It never calls out. It never has a family matter to attend to. And many of us run our businesses around their families. Our employees are our number one resource. We want them happy. We want their families happy. We want them taken care of. AI can help us do that to the next level. And that's where things are today. And it's so exciting. So exciting.
Yeah.